Campers, it's me, Ari Lehman, the first Jason Voorhees. From Friday the 13th, I'm here with AJ, and he's got the juiciest slice ready for you. It's dripping with blood. Jason never dies.
You never know what a knock at the door might bring.
Hi.
Well, hello. What a vision.
Can I come in?
You are the guest of honor.
I don't know what you want with me.
No, I feel like it's self-evident.
What are you talking about?
What I want is to make a compelling argument for greatness.
Okay.
Anyhow, welcome to another installment of Crypticon Freaking Rocks, the Dee Wallace edition.
Alright, this better be good.
This is all Dee all the time. Where could I go wrong?
Definitely dark energy here. You can feel it already.
What does that have to do with anything? Should I proceed?
Well, hey, let's get this party started. Can you do something with that? Thank you.
If anything about this trips your fancy, please like, subscribe, and share.
Oh, Christ.
Dee's worth can be measured in a variety of ways. For instance, she is very accomplished beyond acting. On the one hand,
I'm a self-help guru. I help people who are lost find themselves again.
on the other, she also dabbles in spiritualism and demonology, which means our history goes a little deeper.
Oh yeah, I've vanquished him twice before.
Can't get rid of me, blow me up. Cast me out, now remanifest.
He's a sneaky little bastard. You vanquish him here, resurfaces there.
Maybe I'm a masochist, a glutton for punishment, because I still have a deep admiration for the woman.
The cows around here?
She's a bit of a card, too. When she saw an anatomically correct male cake, she immediately seized the fun zone and rendered him a eunuch.
Yes.
But what Dee's most known for is her long and storied acting career, spanning over 5 decades, and comprising a filmography that shows a diligence and devotion to craft and artistry that's truly impressive. But the real reason we're here Dee is horror royalty. Way back in the 1970s, she staked a major claim with her first outing, the timeless and boundary-pushing flick, The Hills Have Eyes. If that was meant to be evocative, it could only be symbolic of one thing. In that one, she played a young mother not afraid to have an intimate moment in the back of a station wagon, and for her trouble got murdered by desperate desert cannibals.
Where the hell are you going with my baby?
Get out of the way, bitch!
Even before that, she had a blink and you'll miss her appearance.
Give you some lessons.
I'll give you a lesson.
Thank you. No.
Come on, I need the workout. Thank you, Nettie. Thank you. Isn't Nettie marvelous?
In the classic The Stepford Wives, a film that for some time, as someone who believes in human autonomy and free agency, has made my blood boil.
How long ago are we talking about?
No, over 20 years. But I digress. Dee has been a staple of the genre since before many of us were born, and at this point is the unchallenged elder matriarch of Scream Queens, since while she continues to work, her contemporaries from way back in the day have faded out of the limelight.
My understanding is they're all dead.
Fortunately, some have not died and have instead retired. As for Dee, not only is she still around, well into her 70s, she's still a mover and a shaker, making herself readily available to filmmakers and fans alike.
It's beyond comprehension.
The lady would be a total silver fox, too, if her hair had actually gone silver, so she's just remained a fox, age in no way diminishing her sexiness.
As if I'm somehow to blame for other people's fantasies.
Which is maybe a weird thing for me to say, since she was literally playing a young mom 4 years before I was born. It's hard. to not be a little in awe of Dee. That tarantula wasn't actually killed, unlike Sharon Stone, who in another Wes Craven film, Deadly Blessing, demanded such an arachnid be defanged, meaning sure death. Dee had no such qualms or fears when a local tarantula was drafted to improvise a scene with her, showing what a fantastic collaborator she really is.
It's really pretty simple.
Is it though? One thing is certain, to be so frequently cast, she's a team player, a strong collaborator, and I'm guessing at every turn has racked up professional and personal friendships.
That's good for you.
I was so excited to get to meet Dee again, and in so doing I actually lived up to my word, which means something to Dee.
Nobody keeps their word anymore. They're all lying bastards.
I even have footage proving it. Please excuse my cringy awkwardness.
We love you so much. It's so good to meet you.
This is so awesome.
How awesome is it?
Oh, just tremendously awesome. Like, this would be something I'd turn over mountains to have, and all I had to do was come here, so...
Yeah, there you go. So we'll see y'all next year.
Yes, yes. Any chance I get to meet you, I will meet you. I will, because,
Thank you.
in person, Dee is dazzling and a delight. Beautiful in every sense of the word, and always a joy to be around. I mentioned we previously met, and I thanked her for returning, because though I was very satisfied with our previous encounter, in which I got to meet her and her co-star Danny Pintaro from
Cujo. His name's Cujo.
I also desired an 8x10 of her from the big climatic scene in The Howling.
Wow!
What are you kids watching?
The news lady's turned into a werewolf.
Dee showed me a lot of gratitude and kindness. Just being in her presence makes you see how she could expound upon her natural traits to bring to life so many heartfelt characters.
The truth. The truth.
That early mom role in The Hills Have Eyes launched a trend.
That's a good girl. Odd.
Odd? Not really. From there, Dee wound up perfecting and fleshing out the caring, loving mom, and in so doing became the surrogate mom for a whole generation.
And here I thought this would be so easy.
Sometimes having a type pays off, because it leads not to limitation, but the opportunity to play many shades of a character form. And what's more ubiquitous than moms that exist in every shape, stripe, and variety? One Steven Spielberg cast her in E.T. the Extraterrestrial as a single working mom up to her neck in her children's antics.
It was nothing like that, penis breath!
Elliot! Sit down.
It was cemented, and I mean Roman concrete, self-sealing and permanent. Although, for a dynamic lady, she sure looked frumpy at times in that one. Mea culpa. It was more critiquing the fashion of the time than a personal attack. In Cujo, she played a bored housewife who stepped out on her marriage with the kind of guy who didn't like to take no for an answer. Cream spilled on the floor? That's not evocative at all. From there, her husband found out and was understandably walloped by the betrayal.
I can't make that it never happened, Vic.
I can't make like it never happened either, Donna.
I know that.
All this leads to events conspiring to force her into the position of stepping up as a mother in the ultimate way, by facing off against a St. Bernard turned vicious rabid beast, a brutal analogy for overcoming her betrayal and reclaiming her role as family protector and matriarch. Critter saw her playing a mom who was good-humored, but absolutely took no truck with plots.
106.
Brad, did you tell Mom about your big geometry test you have today?
Also, no judgment. The parents are a bit of a May-December marriage.
All right. The love of her life.
The difference is only 14 years, But Dee looks so young compared to her husband, he could practically play her dad. It's funny because he wants to know if she's had the birds and the bees talk with their teenage daughter.
You know, talk to her about the way things are.
Years ago.
Years?
Popcorn saw Dee in the role of a paranoid mother beset by the past, her nerves a bit frayed.
Mom? You scared me.
In that one, they also utilized Dee for more than one fantastic startle. In Black Circle Boys, a personal favorite, Dee is a mom doing her damnedest to keep her family together.
So how was school today?
Fine.
While dealing with various clashing attitudes and underlying discontent.
That's your mother in complete sentences.
It was fine.
She exudes the desperation of a mom losing connection with her son as he navigates his teen angst phase.
Your father's at some mysterious meeting. I thought maybe you'd like to hang out, watch a movie with me.
To be fair, that isn't always a phase. For instance, mine never ended. She also pounces with tough love when appropriate, even if that means also admitting to her own inadequacies.
Yeah, well, sometimes we're just shitty parents, Kyle. I'm trying, okay?
The mom image was so well established that when it came time for Rob Zombie to cast his Halloween remake, who did he think of to play Laurie Strode's adoptive mother? Dee, of course.
Okay, don't even want to know.
Guess what, Mom? Mr. Nichols touched me the wrong way. Oh, Mommy!
Laurie!
Which, weirdly, is kind of special, since the Laurie Strode character's parental figures were only shown in the most basic terms in the original series, and now Dee is the face of the main female role model in Laurie's life. Alligator 2: The Mutation saw Dee in the role of a mom and scientist who seemingly mastered juggling home and career.
We have a date, and it's like the only way you're going to get your present, if you know what I mean.
And was clearly the sexiest.
Yeah, well, you're going to love your present even more after you get home tonight.
And smartest character in the film.
What they were doing was bonding DNA irregularities with incompatible cell structures.
Cognizant of the truth before anyone else.
If that alligator survived a body chemistry saturated with hormone-bonded adrenaline, it's
And the true extent of the danger they were up against.
no telling what it could be right now. It's a mutant. It's a machine. It's a thing.
In 2016, she starred in and produced a little pulse-pounding thriller called Red Christmas.
Maybe God wants you to have a helping hand.
A holiday slasher steeped in relevant social commentary.
You want to kill me too?
No.
You want to kill me?
No.
It's nice to see a film cast a 68-year-old woman as the lead and allow her emotional arc to play out.
Fuck you!
No matter how brutal that might be. That's one that is definitely getting covered in an upcoming episode of Extraordinary Exits, as in this month.
Whatever.
Dee's mom credentials in film extend way beyond horror, too.
What's that?
Well, that she has lots of family-friendly fare, such as the wacky teen comedy Secret Admirer.
What's the matter?
Oh, it's the mailman.
In which her character rides an emotional roller coaster due to a mix-up.
He said he'd be here at 8 o'clock and he's not here.
That leads to hijinks.
Bridge Club is Saturday night. We're having it at your house. You and me, him and her, all together at the same house at the same time.
A lot of rage and unfocused blame get tossed around, which supposedly jilted lovers on edge.
Son of a bitch.
Due to her misinterpretation of a love letter, she believed her husband was cheating with a family friend.
Feel your body, huh?
I didn't write that letter. Jesus Christ, Mom, what are you doing with my letter?
She also played the late great Corey Haim's mom in that one.
Whoa, radical!
It's always fun to see her rapport with young performers.
No tacos.
Gracias, señora.
Even the mushy stuff.
I don't know. What did Dad used to do with you?
Stuff I hope you won't try till you're a lot older.
Need a go-to mom for 5 minutes? Call Dee, such as in Rescue Me, an action-adventure starring a young and strapping Stephen Dorff.
I'm just so proud of you.
Then there's the sci-fi farce in the ballpark of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Invisible Mom. The film has dual themes: how science can run amok due to paternal negligence, and how a mom doesn't have to be literally transparent.
Yes. Another nice family dinner.
To be invisible.
My mom is no one. Sometimes it feels that way.
What a world of difference a decimal point makes. A firm but fair mom in that one. I personally find one of her punishments a little harsh, even draconian.
Josh! I'm sorry, but there will be no movie going for you this weekend.
No movie going? Which you have to assume would extend to movie watching? Josh over at Movie Timelines wouldn't want to hear that at all. That would blow his whole weekend. Dee can really chug a soda. Since it's laced with invisibility solution due to youthful shenanigans, the guilty party knows he's screwed.
I'm gonna be grounded for the rest of my life.
As to why anyone would want one so lovely as Dee invisible, I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
And if your thirst wasn't quenched, and you're worried there wasn't a sequel, they got your back.
Oh, this is just great.
Even when no one else can. Invisible Mom, too.
Was that parodic in nature? Certainly. I would guess probably unintentionally, because that is indeed a real movie. Funnily enough, one of the rare instances when Dee didn't play a parent was one of her all-time best performances, as newscaster Karen White, in Joe Dante's kick-ass werewolf classic, The Howling.
Okay, tell me, Doctor, how crazy am I?
Completely bananas.
I don't know about bananas, but she's definitely spooked by The Howling.
Bill, wake up, there's something out there!
Wait, what's after spooked? She might actually be that.
Outside, something was howling.
See? I have a lot to say about how this film ends. Sadly, but for good reason, Karen doesn't survive the final reel. So I'm going to save it for an episode of Extraordinary Exits.
Whatever happened, in your own words, nothing newsy.
I don't know what happened in there.
I'm sure we can figure it out. I suspect it has something to do with a werewolf.
I don't believe this.
In recent years, Dee has made herself available to a variety of filmmakers, appearing in a lot of cool flicks, such as Death House.
We then use our classified compound to ensure total mind erasure.
In which she once again stepped into the role of a scientist with an aplomb that makes her completely believable, especially when she undersells a funny line to goose the laugh.
Some people here call it milk of amnesia.
Milk of Amnesia? Indeed. Death House is a film that utilizes the talents of a veritable smorgasbord of horror powerhouses, which is also the case with 13 Fanboy.
I've had a crush on you since I was a kid.
Now that I'm nervous, come on, let's get this.
A flick that allowed Dee to play herself, captured horror convention culture, broke the fourth wall, showed the power of meta-commentary, called out off-kilter fans.
Is there anything else I can get you ladies aboard?
Yes,
Oh, beautiful. How are you?
and forever entwined Dee with the Friday the 13th mythos, despite her never being in that franchise.
It's unbelievable.
Jeepers Creepers Reborn made her a player in a reenactment of events.
Turning a blind eye is not an option.
That may or may not have happened, but definitely happened. And as recently as this year, she appeared in Incubus New Beginnings, in which she's a feisty demonologist who knows how to make an entrance.
I've brought some reinforcements. This is Sir Valentine.
I mean, she comes in and steals the show, bringing to bear all the weight and breadth of her experience.
This is the homeowner, Julie.
Hello, baby cakes.
Some other somewhat more recent work of Dee's falls into polarizing territory. Love or hate what he does, Rob Zombie makes flicks that capture and bludgeon your attention. And he often writes parts that allow a performer to cut loose and have a good time.
Oh, that felt good.
In Dee's case, after being a victim in the Halloween remake, where she was able to exhibit the scream part that goes along with her Scream Queen status. And also show her patented maternal protective instinct. She returned in Lords of Salem as a truly wicked woman. Though she could look incredibly wholesome and demure, even sweet. But don't let that fool you. She's like a praying mantis that's happy to eat her mate.
What a waste of a good man.
Yes.
I said to Dee, you've perfected playing the sort of caring characters that have deeply endeared you to the audience. Ones that maybe made mistakes, but still had a good heart, gumption, and stepped up when necessary. I explained how I love when great performers get to play contrasting characters, and how because she's the master of playing kind, friendly, and loving, like it's really her ballywick, the ability to convey the fullness of such a person, when she plays the opposite, a rotten person, is particularly engaging, because she so well embodies whatever she wants to embody. That brings us to Greta.
Have fun, bitch.
An irascible prison guard with a short fuse, a mean vulgar temperament, and all while being not afraid to get or be ugly. Greta exists as such a stark contrast to so many of Dee's roles. The performance really exemplifies her acting skills. And I told her I felt as much.
That's good.
Dee liked that, saying that playing against type is the most fun. Getting to play bad, especially when it means getting way nastier than people expect. Greta's a real number.
I trained you well. Remember, snitches get stitches.
A mean bitch a little too interested in her ward. Maybe a little too turned on by her. It makes for an interesting dynamic as Dee plays the kind of detestable guard that in real life would give the profession a real shiner of a black eye.
You are something fucking else, bitch.
Because she made her job personal and let her feelings intrude way too much.
Trust me on this, she ain't like the rest.
No, I ain't.
Shut up, bitch.
What's the most incredible thing about Dee? You don't even have to be a horror or even a movie fan to know her face. How come? Over the years appearing in some of the biggest shows, she's been a television mainstay since the 1970s. For instance, she was in the fan favorite Starsky and Hutch as a dedicated and quite fetching teacher who found herself in a dilly of a pickle.
It's not easy accusing a parent of beating their child.
No, it isn't.
When the emergence of uncomfortable truths threatened.
I mean, there was a teacher up north who got in a lot of trouble over a case just like this and lost her job.
All that she had worked for and held dear.
I love teaching kids too much to take that chance.
Twice she appeared on Chips, versus a young housewife dealing with a disillusioned husband.
Rough day, huh?
They're all rough.
Feeling crushed by domestic responsibility.
I'm not living anymore, Edge.
Oh, and I am.
But she doesn't seem so keen on their current situation either, especially since her husband seems on the verge of cutting and running for what amounts to a regular sort of life many live out.
Well, just don't forget we have to be at my mother's by 8.
After that, it got much worse, as she played a woman who had to go to the DMV. No, the horror! Back then, not so much now, as a lot of services, including license renewal, are offered online. But prior to the modern revolution, fresh hell.
Why are you so interested?
General curiosity? Here's a wild one. On Mrs. Columbo, she played a young housewife driven to, well, I'll let her tell you.
I'm a prostitute.
Here's the rub, so to speak. She was moonlighting as a daytime hooker to make ends meet and keep a blackmailer off her back, while her husband was between opportunities.
You're holding out for me, Mark. I don't understand that.
Said hubby was none too pleased to learn how she'd been putting food on the table without his paycheck.
That's right, $100 an hour. That's what Janet Rutledge is worth.
His endless job hunting, ergo perpetual joblessness, pushed her to desperate acts to preserve his pride, and he slapped her because those actions, due to trade-offs, somehow robbed him of his dignity. What a putz.
I've just told you what I've done while you look at me.
This was on primetime TV, in an era when good taste didn't stand in the way of getting ratings with shocker storylines.
Well, I'm sincerely glad to hear that, for all our sakes.
Playing another woman put in a tough situation. On Heart to Heart, her baby daddy extorted her character into a scheme involving her child.
Nice looking kid. Favors you.
Thank God.
And really turned the thumbscrews on her.
Look, I don't know what you've got planned, but I'm not getting involved with you.
Giving her no choice.
If you don't want to go to jail, you are.
Anthology shows offered many opportunities for actors, and in a segment of the new Twilight Zone, Dee got to shine.
Minute for minute, thrill for thrill, which has given you the most consistently rewarding moments?
In a great role as a jaded divorcee.
Sex with Larry or dollar days at the Galleria?
Who happened upon a standard means of attaining wishes.
Rub me and your wish will come true.
That transported her to a most peculiar wish dispensary, the Wish Bank.
I really do get a wish, don't I?
Certainly.
Far more like a government office than anything.
You don't have your 604 form.
Bureaucracy at its best, and worst.
Which one's my 604 form?
Where the paperwork will kill you.
It's the one you don't have.
I didn't plan this as a personal affront to you.
It all proves too stymieing, and in an interesting spin. The frustration of it all leads to her voiding her wishes.
Minute for minute, thrill for thrill.
That actually worked out really well for the man who disappointed her.
I want my ex-husband Craig to suffer a moderate sexual dysfunction.
Look at this. Even before she said the words, she knew it would be small of her.
Finally?
This is an interesting and particularly cruel form of revenge, but at least she was reasonable about it.
Short term or long term?
Yeah, short term, I guess.
With Elliot Gould, she starred in one season of a show that sought to iron out the wrinkles in racial relations by depicting a white family that had adopted a Chinese boy and black girl.
What am I supposed to do again when a stranger knocks on the door?
Well, you never open a door for a stranger.
Uh-oh.
Titled Together We Stand, aka Nothing Is Easy, the show also reunited her with her son from Critters.
Suppose you're going to tell Mom and Dad about the movie we're watching, aren't you?
The immensely talented Scott Grimes.
Nope. I'm going to watch it with you.
He really excelled at playing a lovable scamp. Maybe even more interestingly, the Chinese boy was played by the actor at the center of the biggest Hollywood comeback story of the last decade, Ki-Yu Kwan.
You can?
Sure. You're uncomfortable being right.
This show wasn't on my mind at Crypticon, so I regret not asking Dee how she felt about his return to acting and his subsequent Academy Award win for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm sure she would have beamed with pride for her TV son's success. That's the thing about Dee. She sort of takes on a motherly role in a way that extends way beyond the project.
It's tradition.
Dee and Angela Lansbury must have hit it off in a big way, because Dee appeared in 2 episodes of Murder, She Wrote as entirely different characters.
5 million. And I'm the sole heir.
The first time around, she played an irreproachable librarian dealing with inheritance and bloodline issues.
I don't know which makes me sadder. That Irene's dead or that that poor girl was murdered.
Someone behind the scenes must have been a horror fan, because besides Dee, this episode made the most of some other genre heavy hitters, with appearances by Dee's husband Christopher Stone, who was in The Howling and Cujo.
I'll tell you one thing. If the sheriff doesn't put Fairchild and his buddy away for this, I'm going to do something about it.
Roddy McDowell of Planet of the Apes and Fright Night fame.
Now, I did not promise you a piece of the action in return for your ineptitude.
Bill Maher, who appeared in House 2, The Second Story.
Hey, wait a minute, Gordon. Just wait a minute. First off, nobody warned me about some camera-shy sheriff, all right?
And, in a great role as a showy exorcist, Chucky from Child's Play himself, the one and only Brad Dourif, who chewed the scenery like he was starving.
O Beelzebub, and all ye spirits of Satan to flee forever before the forces of goodness and truth.
And yes, dun dun dun, one of them is the killer.
God, you scared the shit out of me.
Dee's second appearance was as a diner owner once acquitted of murder, who now finds herself once again up Schitt's Creek without a paddle, accused of murder with a local sheriff, offering another paddle of sorts to help her out.
Guess I'm not getting through to you, am I?
Oh, I hear you just fine, and the answer's no.
With an ardent rejection of his quote-unquote help, he decided she was going to take possession of the paddle, whether she wanted it or not.
You've never had the love of a good man.
The New Lassie is a show I watched a lot as a kid. Dee was the mom for the 3 seasons it ran, the type of mom who encouraged girl power, at least in regard to responsible dog ownership.
First, we have to try and find her owner, and then we'll talk to Dad about it.
In LA Law, she played a woman seeking her just due in a divorce.
I worked just as hard as you building up that company. You can't simply push me aside.
Only to get waylaid, so to speak.
You bastard. Those letters were locked in my dresser.
When to force her concession, a reputation-killing illicit affair was thrown in her face.
The boy was 19 years old, Elaine.
You're turning this into something sordid and dirty.
You slept with him.
A show that was ridiculously popular when I was a teenager. Dee even appeared on an episode of Ally McBeal.
Why should women have to work in that kind of climate, with men sniggling like schoolboys?
In which she played a litigator, arguing for the power of modesty.
Why should they have to go to an office every day to watch her strut around?
in the face of the supposed male propensity for easy distraction.
Like some centerfold layout queen for the collective Neanderthal jolly.
I include this closing argument to demonstrate Dee's knack for bringing to life even those characters.
Is it so unreasonable to say to this woman, dress a little more modestly?
Who maybe have views opposite from hers in real life, but then as a lawyer, her true underlying beliefs wouldn't apply. She sure preached like she agreed, though.
Is that such a huge imposition on individuality?
Felicity was another wildly popular show when I was younger. The premise was that upon graduating high school, an offhand comment from the titular character's crush, Ben, set her on a completely different life path, which included her going to New York University instead of Stanford, all in a bid to get to know him better and maybe manifest a romantic relationship. And who played Ben's mom?
Andrew! Oh, Ben, you're here! Good.
I'm going into a little more detail with this one.
Can't believe her.
By showing the drama of a family in crisis.
The transplant team's leaving any minute to go get it.
Because I find Dee's performance particularly poignant.
We got it. You're gonna be okay.
In the midst of a reconciliation Ben disapproved of due to past events.
And he didn't mean to hit me, but...
And a life or death medical predicament that could take his once abusive father.
Well, he really got me. Enough stitches.
She played a woman filled with confliction, while overcome with the power of history.
Ben was right there, by my side, the whole time.
And put her acting chops on full display.
I kept saying to him, it's okay, so that he wouldn't be scared.
Relating failure in the aftermath of abuse.
But what I think he heard.
To impart the right lesson.
It's okay. This is what love is.
The way the shot flips to Felicity right after this revelation is so telling.
It isn't, I know that.
That's like tour de force acting, and Dee probably deserved at least a Primetime Emmy nomination. I mean, what a stellar performance for what amounted to a primetime soap opera geared toward a younger audience. What she conveyed was so deep because she revealed from whence, and took blame for, issues Felicity was dealing with in regard to this man she wanted in her life in a big way. When all was said and done, by series' end, they were together, so the warning ultimately was ignored.
Certain restrictions may apply.
Cold Case made her that particular oracle of old knowledge.
White knight to F3, black knight to C6.
The one that set the ball rolling.
It's a chess opening.
That's what that piece of paper was.
With the right bit of information to advance the investigation.
Matilda and I would watch the games. It was our secret.
Only to reveal she had a far bigger hand in what happened than originally revealed.
It was my fault.
I forgot our chess games were a secret.
On Bones, she played an FBI agent with just the kind of news you want to learn about your parents.
You know, excuse me. Am I to understand that I'm addressing the family of one of these robbers?
At least they weren't the violent, dangerous type of criminal.
Max and Ruth, yeah. They never really belonged in that crew.
Reliant more on brain power than might, guile over brute force. I mean, small victories.
My, they worked smart. Specialized in safe deposit boxes, no guns.
Grey's Anatomy saw her as a character facing one of the worst situations a parent could.
Her nose is different, and her chin, but they'd said that her face had been, changed.
The realization that the girl she thought might be her missing progeny is, in fact...
No, you don't understand. I can't take her home.
not her child after all.
That girl is not my daughter.
Which meant the opening of a whole other can of worms.
If that's not Shannon, we still don't know where our girl is.
Came into play, creating even greater stress.
Do you understand? He needs it to be her.
One of my personal favorites of Dee's TV roles.
The warden used to have a pretty sweet life. Then his wife became governor and ruined all his fun.
I take particular delight in her turn as the governor of the unspecified state in My Name is Earl.
Jerry and I are honored to be living in the governor's mansion and to be a part of its distinguished history.
A woman able to ascend to a governorship, yet somehow married to a bumbling dip.
Oh, Jerry.
What? I have underwear on.
That required her micromanaging at every turn.
The first job didn't work out.
Training? You guys don't need training. We're the National Guard. We're never gonna fight no war.
To help him fail upward into a warden job, as her popularity presumably went downward, as her nepotism became glaringly obvious.
So you're trying Scared Straight again?
Yes.
As even she could recognize his ineptitude.
And this time you're going to the school.
That's what I said.
And likely his growing liability to her political career.
With actual prisoners.
I know what I'm doing. I'm a grown man.
What's worse, how do you reach a man-child? What kept her tolerant of his obvious deficiencies? It's great, because it's ultimately revealed what he brought to the party.
Richard Jammer?
And showed that what such a dunderheaded man had going for him.
Turns out the warden had another life before he married the governor.
Was rooted, south of the equator.
Hi, I'm the cable repairman, here to turn on your box.
How he kept it secret from her is kind of wild.
The warden was thinking about how his past could ruin his wife's career and his marriage.
But the man, since he's entirely shameless.
And as for my clothes, well, you happen to have caught me in a moment of self-pleasure.
Was one smooth talker.
I would appreciate your discretion. That will be all.
All this makes the governor a lascivious lady, and that's kind of hot. It's great that Dee was cast opposite stalwart everyman Craig T. Nelson, the dad in the original Poltergeist series. He's also one of horror statesmen, and it's a great treat seeing him play a guy who wants nothing less than to take on any responsibility.
I actually have a question for your husband.
In Ghost Whisperer, she portrayed a woman who gave the proper response when a weirdo showed up asking about her past.
So William's birth father was your first husband?
What's this about?
Criminal Minds cast her as a top-notch hypnotist who commonly works with government agencies.
Thank you for seeing us on such short notice.
Well, I'm always happy to assist the FBI.
And helped main character Spencer recall his dad was even worse than he surmised, a full-on child killer.
What are you seeing?
That's enough.
I need you to leave this location now, Spencer.
Damn it, wake him up.
Is there anything Dee can't do? A role she can't kill?
No! No.
I have to agree. Don't worry, I tiptoed through Dee's magnificent career to illustrate a couple of points. For one thing, that it's almost impossible, unless you've been living under a rock, that you've never encountered Dee.
If there was just some other way,
For another, she has a surplus of talent, making the lady an institution unto herself. Dee's film and TV work speaks volumes about her ability to step into a wide variety of roles.
Sweetie, if you don't stand up for yourself, you're gonna hurt more inside than you do outside.
Not just sufficient, she always brings some form of flourish, sparkle, and depth that gives even a 5-minute one-off the luster of a fully fleshed and articulated character. The word for it is gravitas, and she has an ample supply. There's true mastery to her performances for the simple fact that she makes it look effortless. What's really amazing about Dee is that she exudes whatever it is she's going for, conveying incredible kindness and caring, even if only in the capacity of a friend.
Hello, good friend. Hello. You okay?
Or the kind of body callousness that marks a sinister woman.
Don't take this the wrong way, but aren't you a little old to like that shit?
An extreme talent never short on work. We're lucky she doesn't ration herself, because she has given back to the genre in a huge way. Always happy to show up and give us another signature Dee performance. Whether that's granting a professional an air of verisimilitude.
Is there a witness you want me to look at?
Me.
Or banishing a
incubus.
Her ethos is one of solidarity and strength, and it comes through in her every performance. A profound talent, she has the ability to spark instant credibility in a character. When called for, she always conveys competency, whether she's playing a single mom or a mom in general, law enforcement, a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a scientist. Basically, when it comes to any professional role, she can step up to the plate and knock it out of the park. When things get tough, she's able to play the kind of mom who immediately cradles and comforts her child in a way that just feels right. She can be a wife who is happy for her husband's enthusiasm, while remaining aware of his past shortcomings.
My ship has come in.
Oh, it's not the Titanic, is it?
Under different circumstances, I'm guessing the Titanic as an analogy?
I have quite an appetite.
How much?
Big enough to take down the Titanic. And by Titanic, I mean your cock.
Would suit her much better.
What the hell was that?
Yet she can swing wildly in the other direction, and use that credibility to sell nasty, mean, and even cruel, with the sort of gusto that oozes sinister intent.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
A woman of so much talent, she must possess it in a condensed or concentrated form. She's quite the wonder. As a younger woman, even when she was expressing annoyance, she was adorable too.
Mother, this road is not a blue line. It's a dotted line if it's on the map at all.
Although it's not the smallest club, it's quite a feather in the cap of any actor or actress who's had Dee play their mom. It became her stock in trade in so many ways. I considered listing them all, but who wants to listen to a recitation of like over 50 names?
What are you doing?
Consider this. All of the clips I've included in this video are only a smattering of Dee's overall filmography. These are just various media I've seen and remembered. Kind of a sad commentary on how much media I've absorbed over the years.
I apologize for nothing.
I didn't even include anything from the dozens of TV, movies, or after-school specials she's appeared in. A consummate giver, she's never rested on her laurels. And if she's a gatekeeper for others, she keeps the gate propped open.
Yeah, well, good. Now what?
I'm just saying, at some point they need to start handing out Lifetime Achievement Awards to her. She definitely deserves a standing ovation. In person, it's nice to see she carries herself with the dignity of a life well lived, because it's well deserved.
You deserve to be happy. You do.
I think it's pretty clear I hold Dee in the highest esteem, and my appreciation for her is as vast and deep as the ocean. I had a lot of fun meeting her again, and revisiting a bunch of her work. I wish I'd had a chance to speak to her more. It was truly an honor to meet her twice. I hope to meet her again and make it a hat trick. One thing is certain, since she's now signed 2 autographs Bite Me, the next time I meet her, I may chance a nibble. Please check out the next installment, when I talk about how I flubbed my meeting with legendary director Joe Dante.
Your motivation. Your motivation is you say a few words, you go outside, you get shot, and you die.
Bye now.
Bye, creepy man! Keep it creepy!
He's a weird guy.
Goodbye! Bye. This has been a logo broadcast.
That's all, folks.
You ever come back?
That's the juiciest slice. Yeah, not.